If you've got a puppy that barks uncontrollably, firstly, don't raise your voice to tell them off. More often than not, raising your voice will just increase the behaviour, as actually your dog probably thinks that you're interacting and talking back to them. So what you need to do is determine why your dog is barking in the first place, and then address the training according to that situation. So there's 4 really common reasons that a dog will bark, and the reasons are they're going to bark to get your attention, and they do that because actually they know it works. They might bark because they're reactive to a particular stimulus, like a window cleaner or a doorbell might cause them to bark. They can also bark if a dog is in pain or discomfort. It's their way of showing you that something is wrong in their world. Or very common in puppies, they might bark because they're overexcited or actually a little bit overstimulated. Now, the vast majority of puppies out there will simply bark to get a particular response from the human family, such as it's a good way to get your attention. All dogs will bark. It's a very natural thing for them to display, but a puppy does not necessarily know what purpose a bark is. So no one has taught them to bark at particular times of the day. So your puppy will be experimenting with that bark. They're going to want to bark to see what response we as the human carers show our puppy. Your puppy is going to be trying to figure out if that bark gets everyone ignoring them and walking away, or does that bark get the people to speak to them, give them a little bit of attention, whether that's good or bad attention. Does the bark get the humans to throw a treat or a toy just to keep them quiet while you're on a phone call? Now, if your puppy has been barking for attention, chances are you as the human family will have already shown some sort of response to that bark. Probably just by giving them some attention just to keep them quiet while you sit in a cafe to stop them barking, or when you're on the phone and you don't want a dog barking in the background. You've probably done something to give them attention, which they've latched onto. They know that actually it's a way to get attention from you. So we need to change their mindset around barking and when it is or not acceptable. So moving forward, you need to educate your dog that barking for attention is absolutely pointless because it never, ever gets the desired response. So if you have a puppy that is barking for attention and you think or you deem it to be unacceptable in the circumstances, I want you to first satisfy yourself of 2 things. You need to satisfy yourself that they don't need the toilet, because actually we do want them to bark, or let us know at least if they need the toilet. So satisfy yourself that your puppy does not need the toilet. And you also need to satisfy yourself that they're not barking to tell you that they're in pain or discomfort. So if we know our dogs don't have an injury and there's nothing to suggest they're in pain, we can also rule that out as well. So once you're happy that that's taken care of, ignore the barking and do not give them any type of interaction at all. That actually means don't look at them, don't touch them, don't talk to them, absolutely nothing. I want you to almost put your fingers in your ears and just pretend they're not barking. It's even better actually if you can get up, turn your back on your dog, and even leave the room just for a few minutes. And by doing this really, really consistently, your little puppy is going to learn that barking actually gets them a response that they do not desire. So barking just means the human withdraws from the situation and takes away all interaction altogether from the puppy. When your dog is quiet, by all means, go and give them whatever they want. Shower them with praise, first attention, toys, treats, but for being calm and offering nice, quiet behaviour. Now, this won't be an overnight success, but with daily consistency by everyone in the house, your dog will soon learn what gets them the results that they like. And you'll very quickly have a quiet, calm puppy whenever they want your attention.